Hi there, welcome to Carcassonne. It's just a spontaneous stream here. I'm done with ETCOC for this year, so I've got time to cover the matches. And Hungary RCP is still running. I just need to set up my things here. Just had no time, just switched browsers, etc. And now I need to set up this one here. And then we'll see. These are the last moves of Glinka and Kisemo, and it looks like Glinka eked out a 3-point win here. And then Hungary would need to win the 2 remaining matches, which are also in the tiebreaker right now. So let's switch to the one that's near the end. And then I'll organize everything else here. So we are able to see a bit more of this game. Where's the layout? Over here. Let's take this, and I'm right there. That's fine. And then let's open Siegfried's game on this table. Oh, well, why does this not work now? Looks okay. Well, we'll figure this out. For now, let's open Siegfried's game here. So, looks like he needs the road to Rito, and then all is fine in Siegfried world. And what about this one here? First of all, let me arrange everything. So this looks like Woodmaster is in big trouble here. And has a quite ambitious field attack running, whereas yellow just connected their second farmer to this field. So only 1 dagger remaining to connect here. Yellow would need the other dagger to liberate their monastery. And still have an outside shot at closing this one, but they need to hit a few pieces running. So let's check why match scoreboard isn't working. So for one, we could just remove all the crap here. But that should actually be no problem. Let's check. I only could type and not. Damn it. Can't type here. So how about this? Okay, this works. The situation in this group so far was visible on the bottom left, I think. But I'll show you in a few seconds. If I remember correctly, both of these teams have won all their matches so far. So here we go. That's a match scoreboard. And it works fine. So let's just move this one out of the way for a moment. And that's the situation in the group. Yep, as RCP won versus Romania and Germany, and Hungary won versus Germany as well, and their encounter against Latvia. So whoever will win this match is definitely going to the quarterfinals. This then means that Hungary has to win both these deciders, and I'd say for now it looks good for Silex Saxum. They enlarged their city. It is still a city, even though it needs the daggers here and starting tile and a Dorito there, but it could work. Okay, and Woodmaster is behind by 19 points. Silex just closed their city at the bottom. So even if Woodmaster were to get the dagger, which definitely is critical in this case, they'd only gain these 9 points from the field, and that's definitely not enough. So an attack against Silex's city might be in order, and therefore just blunting that possible attack using curve over here might work for them. Well, instead they try to attack here, which I really don't get. And it's so easy to block one of the 3 curves. And the chances to connect would be reduced severely with the splitter or field Dorito. Yeah, Silex connects and has to decide whether to meeple the road just in case yellow gets the dagger. And considering they are, after connecting to the field, still 13 points behind, it's a tough ask. Silex saves their attack here, now has the 3 curves remaining. And all this for a 9-point field. Here comes Blue's attack, but Silex connects, frees up both monasteries. and pushes the lead to 22 again. And Woodmaster quite likely has to take the points here and just hope to get another road piece to connect later. They can't really let this here slide. And the other option would be this one, of course. There might not be another chance to attack this monster worth 10 points right now. Yeah, well, and then leaving the cap in the open with still 3 city caps in the mix. I really can't condone that move. Definitely not the one I would have played here, but who am I to criticize someone from RCP? So let's take a peek at Siegfried's game. There's still this hole in the city, and let's quickly check why the remaining tiles box is not there, and here it is. And whoa. Because of this blue farmer and this here, Siegfried opted to use this piece with a shield even, which would have fit perfectly over here in a city to kill this square, just to be sure that blue can't successfully attack over here. And he knew there were still 2 Doritos out there, so he still had a 75% chance of getting one. Well. And now he's in the lead, has a meeple majority. Blue starts scrambling. This here is more or less a Hail Mary. There's only getting the splitter, a city cap that fits there, and there are only 2 remaining, plus another cap, and start lighting candles if you are relying on getting all these pieces. Insurance farmer, just to prevent blue from doing the same. There are still 3 curves left to connect. And if Siegfried would be able to, the field definitely would be his. And it's a pretty juicy field. So he for sure has to win this one. There's no other way to win this game for him. Blue ties this, it's gone. And there is still this option. So there is still this dagger left, which would definitely be critical for blue to get. For one, to connect the second farmer and at least temporarily tie the main field, get this meeple back, and then maybe have another chance of connecting, and quite likely we'll just do that now. Would have loved to block there, but wasn't able, so the next best thing is adding a farmer of your own. So, and what's up with Silex and Woodmaster? Looks like Silex is winning this one. Woodmaster tried the attack over here. Would have worked, no pun intended, with the dagger, even though 6 points for the road, 2 points to yellow's features, so +4, and then these 9 points. Well, still, would this have been enough? Oh, he had no meeple in hand. Oh, he had the meeple in hand. So, oh, let's wait what the count says in the end. To me, it looks like even getting the dagger over here wouldn't have been enough. Just the pieces would have scored +4 for blue, so the same as with the crossroad at the bottom. Yeah, and he's 16 behind the 8 ball, so Silex wins this one for Hungary and then sets up the decider. Where is it? Over here between Dexter and Siegfried. That's actually the wrong window with the wrong settings. So let me open this in my main window. So here we go. Let's quickly change the colors to the ones we had before. I think that's what we had before. So Dexter was successful in connecting over here. The main field with 33 points right now is tied for the moment. And Siegfried definitely needs a way to gain the majority on this field again. There's no road monastery left, so outside curl isn't possible over here. There are options over here. This is dead. There might be still an option to connect here, even there, because there's still a dagger left. But all these options would need at least a setup. So looks like 3 pieces, and then you'd have to hope your opponent doesn't get anything to run interference on you. Good luck with that. So at some point, Siegfried has to play a Hail Mary. Sure, he could just add these 6 points to his field on the left and hope to draw a cap before blue does. And he doesn't. In addition, this cap now is dead. If pieces were reversed, this would have worked for Siegfried. What is here? This doesn't do any. No, it does do something because there was still a horse out there. So this prevented the attack or killed Blue's attack here. So a must by Siegfried to protect against it. But still minus 15. Another attacking option would be a ninja up top once these two are connected to the main field. Okay, one option is dead. And this here is dead as well because all city pieces with road are gone. And I think this here is not the move. In this case, I guess this here was a must, hoping to draw 2 out of 3 curves to take over the field. And this, of course, sets up this attacking option, but it's blocked with every piece. Every piece. And here is the first curve. So first connection would have worked. And the second wouldn't have worked. Well, if that's any consolation, I'm not sure. So this game and therefore this match goes to Dexter Logan. And this then means that RCP will win their third match versus Hungary this time. The Hungarians still have good odds of making the quarterfinals. They'd just need to win their last match versus Romania, if I remember correctly. We'll check in a minute. So let's refresh for the final results. Here you have it. RCP wins 3-2 in the last possible game in this match. So let's reorder everything again and then let's enter the score. So 3-2 for RCP. And it was, oh, I don't see it. This should work. H2 6 looks like it. And here you have it, folks. RCP with 3 match wins out of 3 matches played will play in the quarterfinals tomorrow. Hungary is the only team in this group with 2 match wins. So Latvia and Romania with 1 match win each still have a chance at gunning for second place in this group. Although Romania's tiebreakers after the 1-4 against Germany are definitely pretty short. So let's check. I hear there's someone in the chat. Hi, Wika. Nice to see you. Even if it's only your nickname. So where was I? Latvia. Let's take the closest. No, it's actually pretty easy. Let's Latvia lose against RCP, and then let's figure out, I guess Romania needs a 4-1 to win. 4-1 works. 3-2 doesn't work because the duels tiebreaker is not good enough. So Romania needs to win 4-1 against Hungary, or 5-0, of course. And Latvia needs to lose versus RCP. If Latvia were to manage this upset against RCP and win 3-2, it would come down to tiebreakers. And there's, of course, the case of Romania quite easily winning against, not Romania, Hungary winning against Romania. Then Hungary, of course, with 3 match wins, would go on to the quarterfinals, and then it would only be for us to figure out, or rather for Latvia and RCP's match to figure out if Hungary would be in second or first place. Hi, Nico. So this was, or is, Group B for now. What is it? Still half an hour, so let's check Group A. Therefore, let's just refresh here and let me enter the results on my standings calculation, because then we quickly can sketch possible outcomes. So Portugal was able to beat Finland, and then Finland seems to be out of the running, but we'll see. Ukraine to Tasia, I guess 4-1 or something. Oh, 3-2, closer than expected. But with 8 4-game wins, well, that's pretty decisive. So Group A, quickly check here. So Group A, what are we having here? France and Portugal are playing in round 5 against each other. So Ukraine is safely through to the quarterfinals, no matter how they play against Finland. And the winner of France-Portugal will advance to the quarterfinals as well. So that's pretty easy. There's no chance for Finland and Tutasia anymore. Yeah, of course, Tutasia has already played all their matches today. So how should they win another one? Then we have Group C, Italy, Croatia, 3-2. And Catalonia, Poland, more or less as expected. Poland takes another win. And here is the same situation as in Group A. Poland with 3 wins will be, or is already qualified for the quarterfinal for tomorrow, because Italy and Czech Republic are playing against each other in round 5. And then these two will duke it out, and whoever wins this match will secure quite likely the second place in this group, unless Poland were to lose, let's say 4-1. That's a bit more realistic than a 5-0. Then Italy or Czech Republic, more likely Italy, would need to win big as well. And we still need to figure out the game's difference. So both results really not that likely. So just add this one here. So in theory, Italy could even take down the first spot, but I guess Poland will secure it and will likely play a tad easier opponent in tomorrow's quarterfinals. And their opponent then should be, well, maybe not easier. The United Kingdom. because Group D only had 4 teams. They only had 3 rounds to play. And Belgium, by dispatching UK in their last match, was able to secure first place. Meanwhile, Spain crushed all hopes of Greece. Look at the duel difference. Greece would have beaten UK on this tiebreaker, but they weren't able to win a second match after this rousing success in their opening match. That's, I'd say, a bummer, and losing 2-3 might hurt as well. So that's the situation for now. If you are interested in any specific round 5 match, then let me know. I definitely tend to cover either France, Portugal, or Czech Republic, Italy, because both of these are do or die matches. So the winner goes on to the quarterfinals and the loser is out of the tournament. Just let me know in the chat. I'll write it in the chat as well in a few seconds, minutes, whatever. And then I guess I'll take a break and I'll be back in roughly 15 to 20 minutes. Let me quickly Okay, folks, I'm back again. I hope you can hear me loud and clear, as hopefully always. Um, let's quickly sum up the results so far. I know some of you who were on this stream 20-25 minutes ago already know this, but please bear with me. I hope the others might chime in for the poll about the match to cover by me in roughly 10 minutes. So there's Group D with the winner, Belgium, defeating UK in their last match, and even by a 4-1 score. Any win would have been enough. Looky here, would have still been the same outcome. So good on you, Belgian viewers, players, fans. And that's quite likely why these Belgian guys in the chat would like me to cover Czech Republic versus Italy, because the winner of this match is very likely, or rather will very likely be Belgium's quarter final opponent tomorrow. Because in Group C, Poland quite likely will secure first place, and then it's the winner of Czech Republic and Italy taking down the second place. Croatia and Catalonia are out of the running. The same is true for Group A. There is a team, well, I'm sorry, folks. Long day and the words aren't coming right now. There's one team head and shoulders above the others, and that's Ukraine with 3 match wins out of 3 games. Look at their duel difference. That's just insane. Out of 3 games, 3 matches, excuse me. And they are very likely beating Finland as well, so taking down first place. And then we have France and Portugal. These two will play against each other in 6 minutes. And the winner will take down the second place and the quarterfinal spot as well. So, and that's why I asked in the chat which of these do or die matches you'd like me to cover. And unless there'll be at least 3 voices for France, Portugal within, let's say, 2 minutes, I'll cover the Group C's match to make all Belgians happy and hopefully give them a few insights for tomorrow. And then last and least, Group B, where we also have a team with 3 wins out of 3 matches. That's RCP, more or less as expected. And they will play against Latvia. Latvia could still take down the second place, but they need to win versus RCP, and they need Romania to beat Hungary in the concurrently running match as well. Yeah, thanks for chiming in, Napalheim. That's okay. So, outside chance for Latvia to still take down the second spot. The chances for Hungary are way better, because let's just expect RCP to beat Latvia, even though it's not a given. It's, I'd say, likely. And even if Hungary would, no, damn it. Even if Romania would beat Hungary 3-2, Hungary would still be in second place by virtue of the better dual difference tiebreak. If Romania would win at least with the 4-1 against Hungary, and Latvia, of course, would lose against RCP, Romania would take the second place in this group and march on to the quarterfinals tomorrow. So there's still a lot of pop in this group, still 4 teams who could manage to secure a playoff spot. So we might check on this group later if I guess there's no one in the chat voicing any support for Group A's match. So if Group C's match, Czech Republic, Italy is done with, because that's the one I will cover. And now, happy faces in Belgium. So I need to set up a few things. You can watch me or come back in 2 minutes, whatever tickles your fancy. Okay, that's it, actually. So for once, the tools worked as they should, and I'm happy. At least about the tools, not about the ETCOC so far. So, is there anything else to do? I don't think so. So, folks, how was your day? Are you happy with your tournament so far? So, for example, Napalm, did you play? I'm not really sure. And how about the Belgians? Did you expect your first place in Group D? Oh, let's quickly check. Oh, Napalm lost the first duel versus Mars 15. Yeah, can happen. And did not play against Germany. And then was able to beat Cinderella 23 against Hungary. But it didn't really help because Alexei was the only other Latvian to win their duel. So looks like they'll take on RCP with the B squad or C squad even. So if RCP can't manage to win that one, I don't know which team they would like to beat. That is a must win. Oh, yeah, sure. I'm sorry. I actually forgot about the cam. Because it's a long time ago that I covered a team event, and back then I think I didn't even use the cam. So this should work fine. Now let's, doesn't matter actually. So then it's 6 o'clock my time, 16 UTC. Games should start in a minute. Yeah, so Napalm they had a bit of luck, bad luck, excuse me, missed a very important word, bad luck against Hungary, but otherwise a valuable learning experience for newer team members. Yeah, I'd like to say so myself. Definitely not the luckiest of tournaments, and definitely, as usual, a valuable learning experience. So a few games are already running. Any preference? I would like to cover Pusic, but looks like he's not playing. So why not take a look at Johnny versus Giulio Timao? I think they should be, yeah, both in the 500s, so at least something to view here. And again, the tool is not working. I don't know why. That's pretty annoying. Okay, I guess I have to fix this, and you need to watch without me blabbering on for a minute or so. Looks like there's a problem with one of the usernames. Or I didn't copy that one. Damn it. But at least it's only the group phase where shit happens. It wasn't a username, it was a missing space. Okay, so then let's open up the other tables as well. And then I start commentating finally. I guess we'll cover table 5 in the end, because there's Moya playing, although against an opponent, an ELO rating of sub 300. Wow. And then I only need to take care of the colors. Because for now they are mixed, and I'd really like to have the Czechs playing yellow. So this should work now fine, and finally all set up. Here we go. So Johnny is in the lead right now, has an iffy city at the bottom, which could be easily killed with any Dorito shaped piece or with vanilla, but there are also 2 road Doritos still available and 2 horses, so it's not that unlikely to complete it, although one of the horses just was drawn by Giulio, who himself needs to get one of the 3 remaining left-handed daggers to close this city here on the left. Meeple's situation looks to be in blue's favor for now, but it hinges on this cluster on the right side. There might be the option for yellow to kill this square and then liberate both their monasteries. And then it equalized the meeple situation. They already have a lead, at least on the virtual scoreboard. There's another critical square for yellow rather two, these two, and there are only two big city pieces remaining. So it definitely would behoove blue to kill this square sometime, or at least limit it to the remaining cow, so that yellow would need the cow in two places and couldn't take over this city/ruin. There is one of the left-handed daggers for Johnny, so blue city is killed. Blue gets the cow, restricts yellow's city to the last remaining horse, and I guess okay, yellow prefers to block this one. Doesn't close this city to hope just for the horse. And I guess with their lead, that's definitely okay. Just try to bind loose meeples, score a few points here or there, prevent big features, and you should be pretty much cruising in this game. The other games look to be pretty close, or even in the early stages. So all in all, this might be definitely an interesting match to watch, and I just hope for 5 close duels with 5 deciders. I think we haven't had one of these matches so far. We had quite a few 8-6, 7-7 scores, but I didn't see an 8-7. Please correct me if I'm wrong, as always. Blue closes their city, takes the field in the middle, which extends both ways. So 4 cities for now, and yellow immediately counters. So even if blue were to get the dagger, yellow would then connect to the field, but yellow prevents just that option by killing this square. Now hopes to roll around the other way. There are still attacking options available. We'll see if one of them will use them. Nice monastery, 8 points, even though it's immediately killed by yellow. This square is dead as well. This one, 2. This is dead. This here for yellow is still alive, so we have ourselves a critical tile, and that's the horse. Blue needs that one, else I'd give the win to yellow, because that's just too much to overcome. Pushing yellow from 3 points to 18 for the city. This is also not dead. There are still crossroads out there. For now, blue tries a double option attack. Both would work, and now they have to decide if and which of these they'd like to protect, and they opt just to kill yellow's option of attacking the field, but not sure that's the right choice. Given there are still these two crossroads here, yellow can always attack this way. And yellow has the meeple majority. Plus, as it stands now, they might not even need to connect on the left side. They could just first kill these two connections and then connect on one of the last turns. So interesting decision for Johnny. Do you connect? Do you kill one of the blue connections? Johnny opts to connect here. Julio still adding pieces to the ruin. No chance to save either connection. And here's the horse for yellow, plus a 7-point road. So that's shiny 22-point move. And even though blue connects over here, that actually won't help them. There's one crossroad left, so yellow could try their hands at this connection. Yeah, over here, that's definitely fine as well. Prevents another attack by blue the same way, and they could connect here by getting the crossroad, which was drawn by blue. But scoring 12 points, which is the current difference between these two with 2 pieces on this board, if you're blue, is not possible, and therefore they just take a few points. Yellow maximizes their score by taking down a 6-point road. And blue just takes a few points for the city. Yellow does something else, I don't know. 4 points on the left. Oh, there's a 6-point field over here. And they found it. So congratulations, Johnny. First win in the bag for him versus Giulio Timao. On table 2, Polo Verde was able to win versus Zabza. And let's take a look. Which one looks promising? And let's check out Chomps versus James 81. And then open the second games on the other tables as well. So again, Czech player with yellow and Italy playing blue, as they should actually. Looks like yellow would like to connect there. Boy, that's actually a huge field. It's a huge field, XXL field. Let's count. I think I see 4 blue farmers versus 5 yellow ones, and there's the 5th farmer of blue trying to connect. Boy, oh boy. So at -30, blue definitely needs to connect here or tie the field another way. Let's count the cities. That's the exact difference. And I think I haven't missed one. This square isn't dead. There is still a vanilla out there, and with this ruin, because the square is dead, there might be the option later for someone to take the ruin for 8 points and liberate a meeple, but only really in the penultimate move or something, because you really don't want to give your opponent any chance of running over the field here with another meeple more in hand. For now, yellow tries to block, blue likely attacks. No, they don't. They take crucial 4 points. I forgot to load the second game of Johnny and Giulio Timao. Please remind me if I don't remember to open all games. So crucial 4 points for blue, because now that the field is tied, they are with 4 points in the lead. And yellow's problem now is they for sure could attack the field, but if it were tied in the end, they'd lose exactly by these 4 points. Unless they might find the vanilla, and blue would then get only a road piece for yellow to take the ruin on their last turn, for example. So still, everything's possible, just how we like it. The one thing yellow shouldn't do, I'd say, is attacking over here, because that's so easily blocked. There are no straights left, no starting tiles, but one road monastery. But that's a double-edged sword, as we all know it, because let's just take a case like this. And even this here then would work for blue, because once the road monastery would have been placed here, both these farmers would connect to the main field. So, what should yellow do? Well, create an attacking option, then hope to either use it yourself or that your opponent hops on it and isn't successful, and you just outscore them with the last pieces. Doesn't matter if James would score now 2 points somewhere, because in the end, it's very likely the field would make the difference, unless both of them wouldn't attack it anymore, which I'd deem unlikely with the current score and the stakes of this match as well. No quick points for yellow. No nice attacking option. Although there's this one which they could consider. It's blockable, but only with the road monastery. and curve would block to, no, curve would be a total block as well. So nah, that's too much a Hail Mary. There must be a better option. On table 4, Barry was able to beat Cy Master 1991. So for now, 2 game wins for Italy, 1 for the Czechs. Here creates this one which will be blocked by blue. I would have said instantly, but they don't do it without thinking. Good on them. They only have to watch out for their clock. It's at 2:40 and there are still 3 moves for them. And with the Road Monastery, there's always a Hail Mary for yellow like this. So outside of a road, okay, blue shows their colors. Attacking over here, 2 pieces to go, a vanilla and a Road Monastery. Yellow scores 4 points, yellow scores 4 points again. And then they only need to hop on this farm and hope that blue doesn't get the Road Monastery to connect on the left side, but needs to connect here. But blue connects. And then let's see if there's still another option for yellow. And there is over here, but that one will get blocked by the crossroad. So this here doesn't work. Is there anything else? Yep, there is. Over here. Connecting via vanilla. And as the field right now is at 12 cities, so 36 points, if yellow finds this move and hits the 50-50, they'll win this game. Let's see. Yeah, again, please remind me if I forget to open games. Again, this time 25%. Yes, yellow found it. Blue can't do anything about it. Yellow will get the vanilla, a successful connection, and the win by 2 points if I remember correctly. Yeah, looks like no 3 points. Well, no, 2 points. It's just that both monasteries got another point as well. So then, what's still running? Nuasca and Moya, I guess, are playing the first. Yep, still playing the first. Then let's go back to Giulio and Johnny, the 2 folks we witnessed in the early goings here. And if I don't refresh the upper left quadrant Well, here we go. There is the game, so I will refresh it right now, and don't forget it a third time. Yeah, I like vertical configurations if I'm covering team games, because as you can see, this works pretty sweet with the 1+4 layout. So let's make sense of this one here. That's that. So blue could extend the ruin, yellow can't, which could be crucial. Yellow threatens to close this one. Still 6 caps out of 10 tiles in the deck. This is dead, and this is still alive, but would be a 0-point move because this is yellow's field. But at least blue would get the meeple back. But I guess they'll close the bottom city just to remove these 3 caps from yellow's arsenal, and they don't, and this quite likely will hurt a lot. So let's see if yellow adds a farmer there. They do. Wise choice. Yeah, tough situation for blue, but looks like they need to take this one and maybe take this field, even though there's no way to attack here. Is there anything else they really can do? There's a ninja attack available over here, but not really that likely, and at least partly blockable. This is dead as well. They can't really extend their field on the right side. Should have used this color. And how to attack yellow's field? I don't. Wait, over here, this works. But only if you'd get the right pieces, and even then it would be blockable by yellow. So blue takes this field, but yellow took 4 points, and unless I totally missed something, and it would have need to be a pretty special silver bullet, Johnny will win this game. And with this, the first duel for the Czech Republic in this do or die match against Italy, with the second place in Group C at stake. So let's check. Moya managed to outlast Noaska. At least it looks that way for now. Both with less than a minute remaining on their clocks. Why not? If you get 15 minutes, use 15 minutes if you need it. Yeah, so Moya takes down the first game versus Noaska. And Johnny diligently assesses the board position, the score, the remaining tiles, and in the end, the conclusion will be that it actually doesn't matter where to place the vanilla, but this here is a precise move because he could still get the dagger. Please disregard the -1 extender. All extenders are on the board. And on table 2, Polo Verde was able to beat Zabza again. So this match is down to 3 duels. One match won by each team so far. Did I say one match won? One duel won by each team. So congratulations to Polo Verde, and once the remaining pieces are done over here, to Johnny as well. And then I'll switch to, let's say, Psy Master and Barry, and let's do that now because I really don't like to wait for nothing to change the outcome of this game. And if you care for Julio's last move, have a look at the bottom left quadrant. Scores tied, at least on the virtual scoreboard, or was tied a second ago, but 4 versus 1 meeples in Psy Master's hands. There's a big elephant over here, and there's still one Road Dorito that would fit perfectly for blue. They'd also be able to take a 9-point field unless yellow were to connect beforehand, or for example take a field over here. So we'll see. And Moya no Aska started their second game. Blue takes a 5-point road, and now yellow has to take the 9-point field, and they do. Else they would have risked blue getting the Dorito and taking a 12-point field even. This blue field is pretty secure. There is a second blue farmer at the bottom, which could be united for -3. So a yellow monastery over here would be a 10-point move. Blue tries to prevent yellow city from completion. Yellow gets a cap immediately, but I guess the cow might land there. Yep, it does. So it's still completable, but yellow would need, now it's dead. With Dorito and both caps, they could have still closed it, but now there is no way to close it. So it's a ruin. Scores tied, both with 1 meeple in hand. I guess Barry just has to limit this city to a 50-50. And then hope to draw the starting tile, or rather just draw the Dorito. So you'd have two pretty critical tiles to get. And the starting tile would be handy for this place as well. In some cases, they might need to try for this 8-point city. Yeah. Whoa. This farmer I didn't expect, but it works like a charm. Still 3 pieces out there to connect, so definitely very good odds. But the counter option was still available. Now it's gone. The critical Dorito is drawn by yellow, so blue won't close this city. But that actually doesn't matter because blue has enough points by scoring these 4 that no, that's an 11-point move by yellow, and that wins them the game by +1, I think. Wow. Wow. Just wow. And there's actually nothing blue could have done about it. They could have taken 4 points over here, but why? 4 points are 4 points. And that's it. These are on yellow's field, so no chance. So then Master ties the duel versus Barry at 1 win apiece. I empty you. And let's take a look at Johns and James. And then I'll take a look at the concurrently running France, Portugal as well, because I have 2 open slots. I just need to configure this. Okay, here we go. Let's add them at the bottom. It's a bit annoying, but here we go. So Master Barry, third game is started. It's in the upper right corner for now. Once Johns and James are done, I'll cover Barry and Master because these 2 will take over Moya and Noaska for sure. And if we scroll down, we'll see there's France, Portugal, and how about opening with a Sporter in the upper left corner? Oh, I need to config the tool there as well, just for the colors. And what else is there? Frankie 4D versus Glovier. Why not? my trusty co-host, trying to eke out a win versus the, to me at least, unknown Frankie 4D. But at 573, Frankie can't be that bad. So over here, what did I miss? Oh, the scoring. Okay, Chomps was able to win this one versus James, and with a 15-point difference in the end. So Czech Republic with a 2-1 lead. Also Moya leading 1-0, and Master dueling it out with Barry for now at 1 game win each. So Barry would need to win the decision versus Master, and Noaska would need to win 2 games versus Moya in succession, and at 230 against Moya, hovering around 600 usually. That's a tough ask, and I wouldn't bet money on Italy anymore. MTU says Frankie might be a turn-based player. Yeah, I really don't know. Never seen them. With was able to defeat Sporter on table, I don't know, I don't care, table 1, and gives France the 1-0 lead. Let's open another decider there. That's Catalunya versus diesem. Yeah. So this works. And let's get back to this one. Yeah, Barry and Master took over Moya and Noaska as expected. And for now, it looks promising for blue. This monastery cluster here, even though the top one is dead, but it takes this yellow city with it into the Orcus. And the other 2 could still be liberated, would also add another city to, for now, their farm. So this one here would be a 4, 5, 6, 9-point move, and would also get you this meeple back, bring this one step closer to completion, and overall a pretty awesome one. And getting this early is also very welcome, I guess. The 3 meeples in hand, why not? Okay, use the risk-free move. Keep all options intact for this one, because there are still 3 starting tiles out there. But this time, more risk would have worked out like a charm. But hindsight is hindsight, and usually not the best assistance in Carcassonne. Yellow tries to kill this city by blue, and the threat is pretty significant. It's already at 9, so if it were closed, or 22 plus another city on the field, wouldn't be that great for yellow. And what do they chat? Haha, they chat. Might be about this one. Or this one. Rather likely this one. Blue protects their field, kills an easy attacking option on the bottom right side. Yellow with a pretty dangerous road attack. Blue, of course, still tries to close their city and gets away with it, figuring only out whether they need to meeple the empty city cap. And with 3 Doritos out there, the answer definitely is yes. So blue takes an 11-point lead for now, but just as a quick reminder, they own a 12-point field. So if yellow were able to tie this one, the tables would be turned. For now, yellow takes a 6-point field. There is an outside chance of connecting on the outside, but very unlikely with 4 pieces. They connect to the road. Still options to take it over with 4 straightish pieces. But if Barry were to attack it, the starting tiles would block, and of course the remaining rows as well. Meanwhile, Glovia was able to eke out a win versus Frankie, even though he wasn't starting player. Let's quickly refresh and check if this is then the tied match, or if anything else happened in the meantime, and it did. Valderic lost versus Leo da Vinci. So right now, Portugal is ahead and only needs to win one of the running deciders. So either Dism or Paiva would need. Why is Paiva, or rather, why is Dism yellow? Dism should be blue. So now Portugal's blue. So either Paiva or Dism would need, and for now it looks quite promising for Dism on the upper left table. So these are only 4. I really don't want to add a third match, so I'll just leave the upper right quadrant empty for now. And I'm sorry, I can't move the scoreboard over there because it's bound to this window. But actually, I could open the scoreboard there. That should work. IG, congratulations. Just noticed your win. So yeah, I sadly wasn't able to witness it. Only saw the result because I have so many Belgians in chat and they forced me to cover Czech Republic, Italy. These bloody buggers. Okay, now this should work fine. So scoreboard is on the top right. And what happened? What did I miss while I figured all the things out? Oh, development at the bottom. Yellow took a field, yellow with another field, but still at -3, and blue has meeples to spare. Well, maybe this move here was a bad one. Taking 5 points at the top would have been definitely better. Wouldn't have created a 6-point field. And there's another cap anyway. And you would have gotten 1 point more, and you wouldn't have any meeple left over at the end of the game. Nico, thanks for being blunt, or thanks for covering the match? Just joking. Yeah, nice move by Barry. Just taking away the 7-point option from yellow. So I guess yellow will take 5 points now, or is there anything else? Both. Okay, you're welcome. Best piece for blue in a second would be this one here. No, they don't get it, maybe on their last turn, so 5 points on the right side. And Barry will take this win home, and then it looks like Moya will do as well, and that then means that the Czech Republic will survive Italy, outlast them, and take the 3-2 win to secure quite likely the second place in this group. We'll check later. So then let's open Moya Noaska real quick. And let's check if there's anything at all that Noaska could do. And without a meeple in hand, there's still this city, but at minus bikini points. It's definitely dead here. So, okay, Poland lost 2-3. MTU just chimed in, but I think the 2-3 actually was one of the results that still worked for them to secure the first place. So I don't care actually how big Noaska loses versus Moya. Let's cover the other match. So Dizem versus Catalunya is close. Let's hop there. And if you care for Moya, have a look at the bottom right corner. As before, I'll just blank the top left. And I think once Moya is done, I'll switch the layout. So looky here, close game in decisive third one. +5 for blue, both one meeple in hand. Blue just killed this here. Nice counting, because there are no city pieces left, but there is one in yellow's hand. Still nice counting, because this reduced the usable pieces there by quite a lot, shrunk from 4 pieces left to 1. So at least in my books, still a good move. Yellow opts to take the field because there is still a city cap on it, which quite likely will be blocked by blue unless there's something else they need to accomplish with this curve. But they can't really risk yellow getting this 7-pointer when they are already at +4. So Moya is done 100-60 versus Noaska. I guess I don't need to refresh the scoreboard, but well, no, I actually don't, because let me switch the layout and then refresh. Where is it? Where's my layout? Here we go. So let's refresh. And damn it, yep. Czech Republic, Italy 3-2. Congratulations to the Czech Republic, playing without their strongest player, at least I'd say, or one of their 2 or 3 strongest, which is Posic, and Marty Party Oye is not present as well. So nice achievement for them, reaching the quarterfinals anyway. And then let's focus on France versus Portugal. And it looks like Diesem will have to take it down here, because at least the scoreboard would indicate that M Nature seems to be having the better chances over there, but that's actually not true, because this square is dead, and with it this farmer, and blue still has options to connect here. Let me actually add the remaining tiles there. So if you want to follow this game, you're welcome. And I don't know why, but colors were wrong. Now they are correct. Even though it doesn't make any sense that France would play yellow and Portugal blue, but the home team is playing yellow over here, and that's France in this case. So Catalonia has no meeple anymore. This field is tight. Blue takes down this city, but it isn't enough. Looks like Catalonia eked out a 2-point win, and damn it, I missed it. So what happened? Yeah, Diesem placed the curve and couldn't do a lot afterwards. The field was pretty closed. No way to attack over here. So Paiva will have to win, else France advances to the quarterfinals. And don't know if you saw this. Diesem even ran out of time. Not covered. Should be visible here. But anyway, the decisive duel in this match is the one we'll see here. And now let's get back to full screen. And maybe I should move myself out of the way. Here we go. And now we have Portugal playing yellow. Yeah, well, I don't care. So France is blue, Portugal is yellow. I'm sorry for the mix-ups. So what's Paiva's winning condition? Yeah, easy. Get a crossroad, connect, take over the field. Right now, there are 3 France farmers versus 3 Portuguese farmers, and the 4th one is waiting up there to connect to the field via one of the 2 remaining critical crossroads. Nature limits yellow city, but there are still 2 vanillas and 1 diagonal splitter left to close the city. Paiva would do the retro up top to kill it. Not really sure why. I might have considered this one to kill this attacking option. Or something on the right side. If anyone knows why this should be the preferred move, please let me know in the chat. It kills possible field monastery attack, but that really can't be it. Maybe it's about creating an option to build a city there. Well, that could work. Yeah. The right city over here. Yeah, that's what I mentioned. And now blue attacks there. Yellow tries to do something at least about this square, but even then, blue would still have the 1 remaining curve available. So yellow would really like to limit this square to a curve. There, that's no limitation, or almost. No, actually, that's no limitation at all. This accomplishes nothing. The curve was usable over here already, and all pieces over here were city plus field pieces. So this was only good if you add 2 more pieces to block this. Not sure. That's the way to go. But once Paiva gets the crossroad, they'd take 4 points for the road as well. And the score would be almost tied. Let's check. So 8 cities, that means 21 points for Paiva because they already have the 1 city on their top field. +4, 25, and the difference is 27. So with the crossroad, they'd be at -2, and there'd still be chances. There is still this option, even though it would only be a 50-50 with the starting tile. And oh yeah, there's still the big elephant in the room. Paiva's a small city, not small city. Paiva's a city, and there's blue small city, which they might use to add another farmer, which then could connect in multiple ways. So more or less everything is crucial now, except for maybe a simple straight. We go M nature, likely closing their city and farming. Yep, for sure. And will yellow be able to liberate their city? Not yet, and quite likely they have to defend, even though this then would add blue's farmer to the field once they close their city. If they manage to close the city, connect here and connect somewhere else again, this could still work out for them. So not to lose track, blue now has 5 farmers on the main field versus yellow's 3. And the 4th one by yellow is waiting. And then yellow would need to add a 5th one if they close their city. Yeah, precision. All road pieces out there still work over here. There is also an option here, but tad unlikely. There would also be an option for blue to connect here with the vanilla if they don't get road pieces. But what should yellow do now? Well, maybe you need to hope to be able to block this blue farmer. Oh, by the way, this one is dead because you can't use the starting tile in 2 places. It's only the one. So this one, blocking it, not closing your city, but yeah, this works. But the upside of this one, oh, damn it. This one would have been an attacking option. Although actually doesn't matter because then blue hops on here or kills it immediately. So what to do if you're Paiba now? Still no crossroad, and they only get 2 moves. So if they want to attack the field with a 5th farmer, they need to do now. They don't. This game will be over in a few seconds, minutes, and it will be the 3rd duel win by France in this match. which advances France to the quarterfinals, where they will meet, I think, RCP, but we'll check in a minute. Yeah, Paiva just can close this because blue is guaranteed to get the connection. No. Yes, they are. Either they'd get the crossroad now or the vanilla and then the crossroad later. And with the crossroad, yellow couldn't block this one. So congratulations, nature. Congratulations, France. Commiseration to Portugal. And then we'll check results of Group B and all the standings and all the quarterfinals. And if you already know, let me know in the chat which quarterfinal I should cover tomorrow. Because I actually, as of now, have no preference. Sorry, I am lucky. Yeah, well, it's Carcassonne. Sometimes you get lucky. So last refresh. Let's open this again. Czech Republic beats Italy 3-2. And France was able to outlast Portugal in the end by Nature and Catalonia winning their deciders against Paiva and Disem respectively. So let's switch the layout again. Actually, doesn't matter as long as I'm able to get to my standings. Here we are. So what did I say? Czech Republic, Italy 3-2. Poland lost versus Croatia 3-2. And then everything else actually doesn't matter, but still, let's check it out. So there's Croatia, Poland 7-5, and Italy, Czech Republic 4-7. Group D already done. Group A, Finland, Ukraine. Whoa, 4-1? What the hell happened there? Who played for Ukraine? Not a B squad. Definitely not a B squad. Whoa, whoa. Nice one, Finland. But I think the tiebreaker should cover it for France. Oh, dummy, not the tiebreaker. The match wins. They have won 3 matches versus Finland's 2. Yeah, exactly. We go out with a bang, says their captain. Nice bang at that. So Portugal, damn it, what was it? France won in the end with a game score of 7-7. I think so. Only one duel with 0-2. Yeah, that works. So in the end, Ukraine takes down first place. France advances by getting the second one. And then there is Hungary beating Romania 5-0. Yeah, I think there wasn't a lot of great folks playing for Romania. Yeah, none of the big three. So no Korkan brother, so no game over, no Mars 15, and Arpad Girappa also not playing. Well, then there's actually not much hope for Romania, and Latvia wasn't able to put any dent in RCP's armor. So RCP takes down first place, Hungary second place, and then there are 3 teams with 1 match win each on the places 3, 4, and 5. Group C, we've already covered Poland first, Czech Republic second, and Group D, as already known, because they had I don't know. So they hadn't to play a 4th or 5th round, and this then leads to playoffs like this. It's A1, Ukraine versus B2, Hungary. Then there's, what is this? C1 versus D2, United Kingdom. B1, RCP versus France. Wait a minute, that's wrong. That's right. That's right. France was Group A's second place finisher, and there's Group D's winner, Belgium, versus Group C's runner-up, Czech Republic. Okay, I think that's it for now. So Nico would like me to cover Belgium versus Czech Republic. Yeah. Sure. It's not unlikely, actually, because even though Finland underlined that Ukraine isn't unbeatable, I'd still consider them the heavy favorite against Hungary. The same goes for RCP versus France, and to a lesser degree for Poland versus United Kingdom. So actually, I would expect the 4th quarter final, Belgium versus Czech Republic, to be the closest one. But captains still have time to enter their lineups, and I'll decide later, quite likely tomorrow. Maybe I'll even run a poll in chat again. But if you want to be sure to make your voice heard, just leave a comment which quarterfinal you'd prefer, and I'll take note. For now, that's it. I really don't have it in me to cover anything in terms of analysis. The day's pretty long enough, and I actually need to eat something. So thanks for sticking around. I hope to see all of you tomorrow. If you haven't, thumbs up, like this, subscribe, hit any icons you wanna do, whatever. I see you. Bye-bye.